you ever get days like these? Oh, it's a wonder day.
How are you feeling after the media weekend?
Yeah, good. It was a good weekend. Busy, albeit. You know, banging out. I done 3.5 hours straight interviews back to back, basically. It was funny, because there was obviously not that many people there to see me. Like specifically me, there was a few, but see, they had the belt as well, the Bellator belt. So whenever I got there was like this huge queue. I was like, no way, this is mad. Big Hughes, as Paul Harkin coined it. I was like, this is unreal. And then it turns out there was about 5 people there to see me, and the rest were there to get photos with the belt. Just doing the broadcast in general with 2 like OGs and Dan Hardy and Adam Smith, but then also getting to talk to AJ for the first time. You know, that kind of, I love that shit. You know, it really gets me in the zone to be able to kind of have a bit of a back and forth, and to actually feel the energy of your opponent. That's a real good fuel for me. You know, I think it went pretty well as well. I think I got him with a couple of lines off the cuff, but these Americans, they can't trash talk. Like, you just don't got the banter like we have it here in Ireland. Like, but yeah, that was good weekend. Got back Sunday night and been straight back into the grind. 4 more hard weeks of training. Here we are on a Wednesday afternoon, about to do some strength conditioning work, some of the stuff that I have programmed with Brandon, followed by pad work with Shando. So we'll get in, work a lot of game plan stuff. I remember, like, my dad used to, like, if he seen there was a movie out in the cinema, he would go, "Any just want to go see this?" We'd be like, "No, obviously not." He'd be like, "No worries, I'm going to go see it here." And he would go to the cinema by himself, and me and my brother and sister used to think he was absolutely nuts. Like, we thought, going by yourself to the cinema, like, you're cooked. Like, and now I've realised, as time has passed, how much I'm like him. I like my own company, you know, maybe a little too much, but you need to like your own company when you're in this game, because it's a fucking lonely journey. Nobody's doing this shit for you, purely individual. But you know, you got to be comfortable in your own space. You got to love yourself before anyone else. And as I've always kind of said, like, you need to kind of become your own best mate. That sounds like I'm fucking got no mates. Got mates, like, swear to God. But you need to be healthy mentally to get through this game. You need to be able to be good in your own space, because oftentimes camp mode is a very, very lonely place. And just any sort of grind to the top of whatever the fuck you want to do, whatever industry. You read the autobiographies or biographies of the greats, they always talk about these periods, like, you know. And for me, that's when you separate yourself from the pack. You know, that's when the adversities, the obstacles come in. They're your opportunities to kind of separate yourself from the pack, and you do that over multiple years. Here I am 12 years later since I started this game, and only just about having success now, which is kind of fucking mental, to be honest. But it's gonna just keep going like this. Alright, so we're in a good spot. We're a conveyor belt of talent now. You know, all the best guys are here. All the best amateurs in not just Ireland, but probably Europe are here. Definitely Ireland, UK. And you have, like, so old Masol over there I was just speaking to, another Derry lad. He's just me 8 years ago. Like, I see a lot of myself in him. That drive, like, just, it's all that matters. You know, he used to, before he was driving, it took him an hour and a half, 2 hours to get up here from Derry. He would finish wrestling 9:15 on a Thursday night and then make the journey home. You know, walk 15-20 minutes down to the bus stop, get a bus down to the Europa, from Europa down to Derry, and then get picked up in Derry. So that's what it takes, this game. And you know, I do think that we're the best gym in the island, 100% for homegrown talent. And you know, I'm definitely leading that charge. And the good thing is, Pat and Shando have been side by side with me throughout that, and they've seen what I've had to go through and to get to this level. And then now they can pass on the information that they've learned and the experience that they've learned from dealing with me and seeing what I went through down to these younger lads. It's great to see the young lads just getting after it in here. It keeps me, it still inspires me to see that. Do you know what I mean? It really, really does. So, as I say, it's good energy in the gym. We're all working off each other, and it comes from the top down as well. It comes from Pat and Shando. You can see it with the success of the gym.
Paul's the absolute perfect example of what I would regard as a role model. He lives the lifestyle inside the gym. He's the first at training. He's doing his mobility. He's the last to leave. If we ever needed anything in the gym, anything done, anything at all, he's the first to offer his services. It's a time for everybody in the gym. It doesn't matter whether you're a 5-year-old kid, you're just a guy keep fitter in the gym doing a bit of weights, a guy just doing BJJ, or a professional athlete, a world champion. And I think that's a side that people don't see. They just see the aggressive fighter, the channel, the focused type of person. And it's good to have that right balance. It is very lonely. It's very, some people I think would call it selfish, you know what I mean? But I think you have to have that certain element of being selfish to get to this level. It depends, everybody's walk of life's different. I mean, if you have a couple of kids or a job outside of here to make ends meet, or you've got a family, a girlfriend and stuff like that, all that stuff that the social life that Paul has sacrificed to get these opportunities. I mean, it's easier for people to go, it's easy for you, but I'm sure it's hard. It's during the week when he's gone home to maybe his apartment by himself and hasn't got that like kind of social aspect that's behind him to motivate himself to get up the next morning to go training and to believe ultimately that it is all going to be worthwhile one day. And for many years it wasn't worthwhile, so now it's starting to be worthwhile. And all the sacrifices, the social occasions, everything at all that he's sacrificed, then hopefully it's going to bear fruit. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, beautiful. I think people maybe might underestimate when the going gets tough how much he can dig in within himself. I think people see his fights and maybe see an awful lot of things going his way. I think people don't realise that he will never give up. I mean, no matter how tired he is, how hurt he is, the dog within himself is frightening. We were here the other night, me and Pat were talking about that, on how relentless he is in situations. It's just he'll refuse to give in, he'll refuse to accept defeat. And I think that people don't see that because he hasn't been in too many bad positions. Now, as the levels go up, he will be getting in them positions, and people will see that. But I think that's a hidden gem at the minute that people haven't got to see the side where Paul can dig and dig deep. Everybody underestimates people until they actually shock the world.
A true fucking team right there. That was good. I pushed harder than I thought I would today. Tomorrow might have to be a bit easier. But everyone's come together. Today's Saturday. Usually Saturday is traditional rest day for me, but with sparring tomorrow I really want to be clued in, like from round one. So we came in and worked some specific stuff. Me and Adam have been working together years. Adam is such a vital part of the team here. Like all the fighters work with him.
I missed the belly button. No, bing bing, jackpot. Freno bar, chocolate square, everything. It's all mattered. That was the Amsterdam belly there. Eating all that chocolate in Amsterdam.
Very much a technician. As you've seen with today's session, it was a technical session. And then, as mentioned, Adam was able to give me a couple of details as I was getting frustrated at the start of the session. He was able to pull me back, give me a couple of details, which then ended up clicking, and by the end of the session felt much better about it and felt like I got exactly what I needed from the day in preparation for a big sparring day tomorrow, where I really want to perform well and be locked in from round one. You know, it's very, very important. As I said, the last day, Sunday sparring starts on Saturday, and that's why I'm here. 1% games, when you get to this level, it's everything. Like, it really, really is everything. I've got too much to lose and so much to gain. I have to be clued in. This is everything to me. I have got five-round world championship experience against very, very good opponents. I'm truly a young veteran. I'm a young veteran. I've conquered a lot of obstacles on the lead-ups to fights, during fights, that at this point now, like, I actually genuinely do feel unbreakable. Confidence comes from proof, you know, and evidence, and I've just got so much evidence that I am the fucking guy I say I am. You know, I am that elite competitor that can put it on at fight night at the drop of a hat. And yeah, that's how I feel. I'm 100% full of confidence and ready to just show myself once again, you know.
Olympic fights will stand him in good stead. Not just obviously the team within the cage, the pressure surrounding it, the pressure on him as a person, getting into the fights, the expecting of the crowd, his family, his friends, his coaches, everybody, because we know what he can do. He took all them expectations on his shoulder and proved that he can handle them big occasions, and on the night that he does step up on them big occasions and shows his worth. And I think when Paul does establish his range and gets his forward game going, I think it's going to end very, very vitally. Everyone is an underdog until they become the dog.